And then some of that rain from Houston will move in our direction. No big flooding concerns, but a cloudy, rainy midweek. Winds sustained or frequent gusts at least 35 miles per hour, and that visibility below a quarter mile.
I think you have like
no,
five
actually, it hasn't driven up Mount. I've climbed Mount Washington.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Corey's telling me right off. This is a time-lapse look. Always a great view from Pinnacle Skyline Drive here. We can see there's occasional showers and thunderstorms. Estimating that, yeah, perhaps some spots here, the southwestern corner of the storm, the hail could be up close to quarter size. Hey, it's Chief Meteorologist Clayton Stiver here from NH1 News on this Monday afternoon. Obviously, we're in the big snowstorm here. And also some impressive video to show you here from the Waynesboro Fire Department. That's where we continue to see the heaviest snowfall rates, 1-2 inches per hour. Good evening, Matt, and certainly for the snow fans, they're probably happy right now, but I'm sure a lot of folks not too happy with the scene out here. High temperatures in the low 20s. Breezes back down for Thursday, mostly sunny, a little bit warmer, a high of 28 degrees. Joining me now is Lewis Warren. He is the sales manager with Brown Lewis. Great to see you as always. What's going on out here? Certainly the Merrimack Valley and points south and east, the seacoast, 18 to as high as 24 inches. There could be some isolated higher totals.
Clayton, a nice day out there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, Ed. You can't complain at all, although it was a little chilly this morning.
Storm, their timing really good on going out to Phoenix.
It was falling there, obviously, earlier in the celebration, but not amounting to a whole lot. Starting you off tonight here, recapping some of the rainfall totals across the area. These are Doppler estimated totals, folks. The yellows and orange shades would indicate between 1 and 2 inches. We can clearly see some of the harder hit areas from the storms today along the Blue Ridge between Augusta and Nelson County. Here we'll zoom in a little bit closer, just south of Sharando and also southwest of Wintergreen there, the Augusta-Nelson border. Perhaps some estimates close to 2 inches of rainfall. Portions of northern Madison County, again, Chad Utz here in the Etlin area saying he had 2.5 inches of rain in 20 minutes. The Big Meadows area there crossing back into portions of Page County, estimates between 1 and 2 inches. Some wind damage reports in portions of Madison County. Syria there just before 4 o'clock. Tree limbs being reported down near Graves Mountain Lodge. And we'll head off to the south and west again. These trees down in the Waynesboro area, that tree coming down on that car there around 4:30 in the afternoon. And also some impressive video to show you here from the Waynesboro Fire Department. And we want to thank Derek Price for taking this photo and posting it on Facebook. The fire department had to come out there and get their sign because it got blown out in the road. Those gusty winds, heavy downpours, and frequent clouded ground lightning with those strong storms that moved through earlier today. But it's all out of here tonight now, folks. The skies are clearing out. Had an upper level disturbance tracked through earlier to help spawn the storms, but that is now moving out to sea here. There's another upper level disturbance we're tracking across the Great Lakes tonight, and some of this energy will make its way down across our area for tomorrow. So we may have to deal with a shower or thunderstorm again for our afternoon, but I don't think it's going to be quite as widespread as what we saw for today. Here's a closer look at it with our Futurecast model. We're all quiet now for the overnight hours into our first thing Thursday morning. There could be some patchy fog in a few locations, certainly the spots that had the rain here back on our Wednesday. Otherwise, it looks like a nice clear start. Warm temps, upper 60s to around 70 generally. We go through the afternoon, upper 80s in the valley to low 90s east of the Blue Ridge, and it looks like just an isolated shower or thunderstorm with some localized downpours and brief gusts of wind. That chance would go until about 8, 9 o'clock. It should fizzle after that. We'll see partly cloudy sky going into our Friday morning. Friday starts around 70. And I think some more widely scattered showers and storms and coverage come back here for Friday p.m. as we'll be tracking a backdoor cold front making its way in. Notice the cooler temperatures on our Friday, mid to upper 80s, and that front's going to continue to push off to our south as we go into the weekend. Saturday, more of a northeast or easterly wind, really going to cool things back, and high pressure building down from the north and east going to set the stage for awesome weather in time for the Labor Day holiday. Saturday looks like mostly cloudy sky, just an isolated shower, but plenty of folks will be dry. I think 81 degrees, and then mostly sunny skies return on Sunday, 82, low humidity. It'll get a little bit warmer for Labor Day Monday, but mostly sunny sky, and I think the humidity stays on the low side. 7-day forecast. Again, that cooler weather coming as we go into the weekend here. Labor Day Monday starts a warming trend, and Tuesday and Wednesday getting back in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. Still dry weather. The humidity will start to come back in by the middle of next week as well. But couldn't have asked for better timing.
No kidding.
It's the unofficial end of the summer season. We still have some pools open, some lakes
Fire
across
up
the
the
area.
grill.
So great time to get there. Yeah.
Perfect time. Thank you so
Thanks,
much, Clay. Okay, time now for a look outside with our Skyview camera. You can see it there. The snow already coming down in Nashua.
Yes, far southern reaches of the Granite State right now, Kiki, getting in on some of that snow. It's generally light in nature, but obviously it's accumulating on the roadways there. So a little slick, and obviously that's only going to continue to progress. And
you can tell some of the cars in that footage, they're kind of taking it a little slow.
A little bit slow. And of course the winter storm warnings, the blizzard warnings are now underway till 4 o'clock. Wednesday morning, folks. Here's our live Doppler radar view, and we had Siobhan Lopez out live in Concord not too long ago. She said she was starting to see a few snowflakes there. We're on the northern fringes of this snow shield right now, but clearly it's a little bit more steady in progression as we head off to the south and zoom in the Nashua area, much of southern Hillsborough County, along the Mass border, going eastward into Rockingham County, likely a similar story, some of this light snow, and you make your way over to the seacoast as well here. Want to zoom out and talk about the storm system. We've got our nor'easter that is really deepening and strengthening. Let's see if we can go back to that graphic here real quick. There we go. And we can see the heavier bands starting to work their way up from Massachusetts and off the Atlantic Ocean as well here. This is going to slowly progress northward tonight as low pressure deepens and strengthens here to our south, makes its way up to just southeast of Cape Cod, we'll say, by tomorrow afternoon. So we are anticipating some blizzard conditions here, folks, certainly the seacoast and maybe even the Manchester and Nashua area. And there's specific criteria for that, believe it or not. We expect to see winds sustained or gusts to 35 miles per hour or greater and visibility below a quarter mile. We must see that for at least a period of 3 hours. It has nothing to do with snowfall amounts or temperatures. We do not recommend travel tomorrow, folks. Stay inside. Of course, we're going to be on TV all day tomorrow, so you can watch us. But if you absolutely have to go out there, you want to plan as though you might get stranded. So have an emergency kit, cell phone, blanket, full tank of gas in the car, and if possible, there could be some power outages here, although this should be more of a light powdery snow, but we'll have some gusty winds, and we've had some weak trees from previous storms, so make sure you have plenty of food, water, batteries, and the chargers. Futurecast, here we go. The snow lifting northward overnight. By our sunrise tomorrow, it's going to become heavy at times here through the early afternoon. I think once we get past the noon hour, the snow will start to break up a little bit. It's possible you could actually see the snow stop, and then it might pick back up. It'll come and go, periods and waves, if you will, right on into our Tuesday night. There we are at 10 o'clock. After the midnight hour, clearly the snow tapering, and I think by sunrise Wednesday, it's coming to an end, and we'll be back to a fair amount of sunshine, breezy and chilly, for our Wednesday afternoon. Snowfall totals by early Wednesday. Northern reaches of the state, 5 to as high as 10 inches. Get down to the central parts of the state here, 10 to maybe 18 inches. And then basically the Merrimack Valley and points south and east of the seacoast, 18 to as high as 24 inches. The highest totals probably occurring along the seacoast, and wouldn't even be shocked if there's some isolated amounts higher than 24 inches. So here for the overnight, the snow's starting to increase from south to north. Temperatures in the lower teens. They'll rise to about 14 by 7 a.m. And notice the winds starting to pick up by the morning. They could be sustained out of the north and northeast over 20 miles per hour. We'll take a look at our Manchester forecast in more detail for tomorrow. Snow likely at 8 a.m. here. Could be heavy at times. We could deal with some blowing and drifting snow as well. Likely several inches on the ground by 8 a.m. here in Manchester. 15 degrees, north breezes 25 plus miles per hour. Those temperatures not moving much throughout the day. A high close to 20 by 4 o'clock. Notice, though, that snow does taper a bit there as we get into the afternoon, but we'll still see several hours after that of some at least light snowfall. Extended forecast improvements for our Wednesday. We're back to fair skies. I think we'll start the morning with maybe an isolated flurry chance. Will be a little breezy. Northwest winds 10 to 15 plus, 13 degrees at 8 a.m. As we go into the afternoon, should see more clearing sky and high temperatures getting up into the low 20s, but feeling colder with the breezes. Thursday, a little bit warmer, although it's a cold start in the morning in the single digits, but mostly sunny with highs well back into the 20s. We may have another system to track here, folks, Thursday night, Friday. We'll get through the first one at the moment, but a lot of uncertainty remains with this storm. It is possible we could see some accumulation again, so stay tuned. Call it a chance for snow there into Friday, a high of 32. And then skies clearing up Saturday and fair skies Sunday, Monday, but some chilly high temps in the teens and overnight lows getting back close to 0. Paul.